The run at the moment with games every 3 days, are you treating this in a similar way to how you treat the winter over Christmas?
In Christmas we had depth squad available. Now we have less players, and that's we have to handle. And in winter is tough for the weather conditions, for the amount of games. But now the players, everyone will visualize. So the end of the season is here around the corner, and in that moment, everyone gives incredible contribution to do it game by game.
Just because I remember you saying a few years ago that the players needed to send the players to the fridge. Between
quite similar
games.
Yeah.
It's a similar thing, isn't it, really?
Yeah, but the problem now is the sunshine, and it's good to go out.
Have one day of sunshine.
And it was 3 days. It was 3 days in a row. It's a miracle here in this city. So, yeah, it's quite similar. But more in the fridge for the fact in the winter time. Yeah, you stay at 4 p.m. in you are at home. Now you can go out. It's more bright and light during the day. It's just to arrive in the right moment fresh. This is the most important thing. It's not about a lot of training sessions. It's better recovery and be fresh here. The training session try to be a lot of exercise so that you can be socialized between each other and laugh a lot and an energy positive one in the moment of the day. When you believe, I have to practice something, I have to remember something, I have to practice something, but it has to be 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Otherwise, in the situation that we have right now, we lost players and now we cannot lose more.
Is that what happens later on in the season where training kind of gets shorter?
Yeah.
Is that basically that's how it works?
Yeah, definitely. When you have a long week, you have the 1 or 2 days off, and after you can make a proper 3 or 4 training sessions, and after it will be longer. But today is the second day, and the people who knows about that, I'm pretty sure the Premier League don't know it. The second day is when they are more fatigued and they are more tired, and that's why it's not just relax and yeah, tomorrow we'll be ready at 3 p.m. This is the only important thing.
Pep, just the teams, obviously you've won 3 titles, you've been to the Champions League final, you've won countless cups. Do you sense with this, and it's a very experienced squad, do you sense a greater calmness among the players now than ever, that they know what they've got to do, they've been here, they've done it before, that sort of thing?
I don't have, you're right, James, but I don't have any doubts about I had the feeling they are calm during the days. In the moment of the game, they had the right tension to do it, especially in Premier League. Champions League is completely different competition. The emotions are more I would say sensitive. I don't know exactly the right word I could use to explain. The Champions League is a little bit completely different. But in the Premier League, when you have just one option, and all of us, we know that just one option is win the game. There's not many interpretations about the situations or what you have to do. For me, the most important thing is make them feel that with 16 games left, they have the most important job is done, is qualify for the Champions League. You not ask all the other contenders that are fighting for that. At the beginning of the season, you ask for all the clubs where it is. And I said many times, it's for granted, Man City last 9 or 10 years, it happened, but it's so difficult to do it, especially 6 games left. So Liverpool and ourselves, we had that incredible job. But when we are here, this is not a speculation about, we have to interpret it, we have to win the game. How? So I would like to tell you guys, but I don't know. So, but moments is going to occur, what did happen in the halftime. So I said, I have to be constant here. And insist, don't do mistakes and necessary mistakes in our box, and be consistent, and the game will be okay, because the first half you play good, and it's going to happen. So during the game, with bad moments will be tomorrow, because the whole Hodgson teams always was difficult, really, really difficult. They play for, not being relegated, and that make you an extra point. and win the game. It's not nothing much about that. And it will happen in Leeds, against Wolves, against Newcastle, against West Ham, against Aston Villa. So that's all.
And I mean, you've obviously managed in Spain and Germany before. Do you feel for the top clubs like you in Liverpool, now in England, that this stage of the season is an even negotiating it is an even greater challenge for the players at the English clubs than maybe in Germany and Spain, because of that relentless sort of schedule that you've faced and the relentlessness of the Premier League? Do you feel to actually get through it and get over that hurdle's even greater because of the mental and physical fatigue they might have gone through?
I think in every country, in Spain I could not say it was not tough to beat Real Madrid normally in that period. We arrived against Madrid at the end with quite similar. I remember with Manuel Pellegrini there, so tight until the end. We won the league, I think, with 99 points, and they did 96. So it's the same. So always tight. Only we are who we are. And we are going to do until the last drop of energy that we have in our bodies and our mind. I'm pretty sure of that. I know the guys and I know myself. I try to find the right words, the right, body language to let them feel is the last. Only one thing is, like I said, to be the players fit. To have the 70, 18 players available. And this is right now, I don't have it. We don't have it. And I don't know how much we'll be able. But sometimes when that's happened, the guys, the 30 or 14 players still we have, they make an extra. From my experience, you make an extra. Because it's not think about anything else. So we don't have these important players in that position, or whatever happened, while we are, and they give an extra. And give you extra to help you to win games. Because at the end, what you have? Nothing else to win. And it's not, maybe, it's better than draw than lose, it's 1 point. It's not the case. The case is, if tomorrow we are not able to do it, it will be more difficult. Absolutely be champion. Knowing that, of course, they can draw points because also they have tough games, but it will be more difficult.
Pep, you talk about players giving extra and things there. You made changes for the FA Cup and against Liverpool, but Bernardo Silva seems to play virtually every week. How does he do it?
Yeah, I have a special recovery. He's a guy, had the second day is exhausted, but the third day is already fit and is so smart, intelligent in the controlled efforts. And especially, even he's so small, he's a huge competitor. He is. And that's why when you are a competitor and you want to win, you have energy, you bring energy in the places where you don't have. And it's one of the cases.
And just on Kyle Walker, Pep, I think you've got Cancelo suspended against Real Madrid, is that right, in the first leg? So will that come into your thinking as to whether Kyle's going to be ready for tomorrow or not, thinking about Tuesday night?
But Kyle is not ready for tomorrow. It's much better. We'll see on Tuesday. You have time, so we'll see. I have I did few thoughts about Madrid, but few. So it's much important. Brighton was and Watford, and tomorrow at 5, 6, 7 I will start to watch because I don't have much time to watch Madrid, a little bit more accuracy, and we will see. Today I didn't decide the lineup because I wait tomorrow morning. The doctors come to my office, say these guys are available, these guys don't, and after we'll take selection the lineup.
Hi, Pep. When you come to look back at your time on City, you'll have won a lot of trophies, but is it the case that it's almost your greatest achievement is qualifying for the Champions League every year, that kind of you've now made City regulars in the Champions League, as it were?
Ferran Soriano always kiss me. When I qualify for the Champions League, give me a hug and he kiss. I know how important it is, for many reasons. And for all of us. For the managers, the staff, the players, next season play the Champions League it's so important. Yeah, the consistency, but when it's 9 or 10 years, it came with Roberto, with Manuel, always qualify for the structure of the club. It was there before we arrived, and we continue to do that, and especially in the Premier Leagues, in the Cups, even now in the Champions League, the consistent, the rise to the end, the fighting for that. And yeah, we're going to do it again.
And you've spoken about your preference to play with small squads, and it's obviously worked for you very well, and you mentioned the 17, 18. During your time in England, have you ever thought, I'm going to have to rethink this and go with a larger squad because I've only got 13, 14 players fit at the moment? At the end of the
maybe, but I don't like it. See, I'm sad to leave in the bench 4 or 5 players that don't play. Imagine how to add 8 or 9 or 10. So that's why the academy is so important. To provide this extra depth squad with a quality, like training with us, we know them, they know each other, and can provide to be more stable. Otherwise, and sometimes you are lucky, sometimes because the process is the same, we take care of a lot of them. Every season we have 2 new technologies, new programs, new machines to recover for the players to be better. And do the same, there are periods that everyone is fit. Everyone, when we won the quadruple, I think so, everybody was fit at the end. And now we are in the position that doing the same, we have problems with many important positions injured, and that's why you have to, to adapt. But normally when this happens, you are in November, December, many injured long. Now we suffer a lot. But what I say, when you arrive 1 month left at the end, and the players know, wow, we are in trouble here. If one winger has to play the central defender, this winger will play the central defender. And he's focused because he knows we're going just so close to, to lift the titles. They will do well.
Do you get the sense you're in trouble? You've used the phrase in trouble. Do you get the sense you may be in trouble in terms of fitness and availability of...
Right now, yeah, definitely. Yeah. But it's what it is. So I would say before the FA Cup, after the FA Cup, is what it is. The schedule is this. The fixture is what it is. It's 3 days recovery in important games. So we had and we have, and it was so demanding. That's the 10 days against both games against Atletico and Liverpool, and yeah, we need that, but it's what it is. Look what happened. We were the same position in Brighton. How we behave. A team like beat Arsenal and Tottenham, performed incredible well, and we suffer Arsenal away. We suffer a lot here. The Tottenham, and we lost the game. How strong they are, and they perform, and we perform, being the same problems that we had. So everything is here. Everything is here. But if you ask me the reality is here. But yeah, when it's 1 month left from my experience as a football player and after as a manager, it's not a problem. In November, it will be a big problem because we were 7 months against Ruben. Ruben, you know how important it is with us. Not just because John or Nathan, or especially I, may play a lot and play really well. It's because you can rotate it. They can be rest. They can be fresh here. They can be, avoid the injuries. And when you make a lot, because these players go to the national team. I go to the holidays 10 days, but they go to the national team and they don't rest. They play and play. And at the end, the human being, the bodies, and after season, at the end, you suffer. But, yeah, someone doesn't know it.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.